Gloria Jean Elliott, to Jor and I, our mom, Bob's wife, grandma to Addisun, Elliott and Danicka, a daughter, daughter-in-law, a sister, sister-in-law, an aunt, a niece, a cousin, a coworker, a friend. So many things to so many people. Mom did not love being the center of attention, and she definitely did not like her picture being taken. So I'm not sure how she would feel about all of this, but I feel so honored to be able to celebrate the woman that she was, and I hope you can feel her presence with us. My mom took care of others so well. She was so strong, a calm, quiet, and comforting presence growing up. She was small but so mighty. Picture her taking command of a huge tractor blowing our long driveway in the worst Huron County snowstorms. Digging ditches, slugging wood, she could do it all. She was creative and artistic, painting cabinets, toy boxes, and some of you will remember the hand-painted mural in our kitchen in Lawnsboro, a cute landscape of our property. She would let me use her clothes, and her faves became my faves. A pair of black jeans with bows on the ankles and a crew neck sweater with a flower pattern were my go-tos in the mid-90s. Maybe she knew we would only be the same size for a few years. Regardless, she tolerated it so well. My friends and I would dress up in her fancy dresses and then go play outside, maybe even a four-wheeler ride across the river. This didn't even seem to rattle her. My gosh, I imagine how I would deal with this as a mom. My mom loved traditions, making sure things were just so predictable yet magical each holiday. I do think she had a love-hate relationship with cooking, like so many mothers do, but she always made a tasty and filling feast, whether for a holiday or for friends visiting. A personal fave of mine was her feeding all of our friends bacon and eggs the morning after a good party. What a hit that was, Jor? Camping trips, weekends at the races, road trips, boating days. She always took so much time to prepare and once again made sure Jor, Dad, and I were taken care of and set the stage for the fun to happen. I was reminiscing with my friends about the adventure she would take us on. Car rides with the tunes cranked. Our Shania Twain era was one of our faves. Picture Mom letting us decorate the car with posters and pom-poms. We were proud Canadians going to watch Donovan Bailey race in Toronto. Picture Mom sinking a hole-in-one at mini putt and celebrating with a leprechaun kick and I think a woohoo! Mom was my biggest cheerleader. Even though I was the one on stage competing, she was again quietly behind the scenes, cheering me on and coming to trips to chaperone so that they could even be possible. Mom always gave Jor and I the space to be who we were, never judging, always accepting. She tolerated my teenage moodiness quietly. I think she knew it was all part of the package of raising a daughter, so she waited it out. True, unconditional love. Mom welcomed Bri to our family and offered him the same gentle and caring presence and support. She was in the room when Addisun was born, when Bri and Dad decided to go eat some meatloaf at Montana's across the road from the hospital because they were starving and it was taking so long. Mom, of course, stayed with me, and in her quiet yet present way, she made sure I was okay. She was one of the first people to hold Addisun and helped us make a decision about how to spell her name. The typical way with an O or with a U. Mom said it was Sunday, so we should go with S-U-N, and we did. She was the best grandma. For a period of time when I went back to work after having Elliott, she would arrive at my house in the morning so that I could easily leave for work. She would drop off and pick up Addisun from school with Elliott toddling along. She would take care of him all day. She kept up with that little tank like nobody else could. Then they would crash on the couch together for a nap. She loved her naps. One weekend when Addie had a synchro skating competition out of town, I was feeling so sick and very last minute asked if she could come for backup. I had a little Danicka at the time and was worried I wouldn't be able to keep up with her. Without hesitation, she said yes. And as always, I felt such comfort with her being there. She was in the early stages of her illness then, and I knew she wasn't at her best, but she still took care of us. And then came our turn to care for her. I regret that I did not do it as quietly, calmly, or as well as she would have, but I hope she knows how much she was loved. The past few years have been heartbreaking as we have lost her more each season. Her ability to walk and move, her ability to see her family and the beauty around her, and finally, most painfully, her ability to speak. It has been a slow series of goodbyes. The love and support I saw from her caregivers was incredible. I'm thankful that at a time of suffering, she was surrounded by caring professionals that kept her comfortable. And of course, I'm thankful for Dad, sitting with her daily, by her side, keeping her up to date and being her best advocate through the hardest of times. I now picture Mom free of this illness. I picture that she can see us again, and she will be cheering us on for the rest of our lives. Thank you for everything, Mom. We love you and miss you. Rest peacefully.